today I am making a traditional hummus. I'm calling it a traditional hummus because I am making it without olive oil. Now sometimes I do use olive oil. Here I have a cold pressed extra virgin olive oil from Italy. The reason why I'm not putting it in my hummus is because usually when I eat things with hummus, they usually have other salad dressings or nuts or seeds or whatever. Anyway, olive oil is a lot of calories without the fiber and all of the minerals that come along with it. So olive oil does have a little more minerals than some of your other processed oils. You want the extra virgin. That means it's going to be kind of cloudy because it hasn't been so processed, so that we'll have some more things in it. So anyway, in our hummus today, I drained my chickpeas and left about half of the liquid in there. That is called aquafaba. And aquafaba kind of acts like an egg white. You can use it for different things. Some people beat it to make like mousses. You can add like melted chocolate chips to it to make like a mousse. You can even make like meringue cookies out of aquafaba. That's something we'll do at another time. Anyway, hopefully I only drained about half. If I drained more, then I do have some water somewhere here on standby just in case I need a little bit more liquid. I have my food processor here, and I have 1 can of chickpeas with some of the aquafaba. To that, I'm going to be adding garlic cloves. I'm going to add 1, this is kind of a large garlic clove here, so I just broke it off. It still has that thin papery skin, and I don't want that skin on there. And so I'm going to lay it on my cutting board here, and I'm going to smash it with my hand and the knife. But you can see the knife in my hand, or not on the blade is not on my hand. And so I'm going to be smashing it. That crack lifts that paper up to make it much easier to peel. Now when your garlic is really fresh, sometimes that skin, papery skin, is harder to get off. So let me get that off. And I'm going to let it sit because garlic has 2 chemicals that when they come together they form allicin, and allicin is wonderful for repairing DNA. It's also helpful for fighting bacteria, viruses, all sorts of different things. So garlic is fabulous for us. So I'm going to set that to the side and let it sit and let the allicin develop in there. So then I'm also going to be using a lemon. This is a really large lemon. Lemons are very high in vitamin C. If I want extra lemon flavor, then I could always zest some of the lemon. That'll give it a real nice punch. But I'm not going to do that today. So I'm using my lemon juicer here today. Squeeze the lemon in there. You like the faces I make when I squeeze the lemon? You have to, the face helps you squeeze more, right? There we go. So I have a can of chickpeas with half of the juice, the aquafaba, and a lemon. Now I have my garlic clove. I'm going to still wait on that. And I need tahini. So tahini is made from sesame seeds. If you are allergic to sesame seeds, you could always use sunbutter. It's going to give you a little bit different flavor, but sunbutter is fine to use as well. I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons here. There's 1. My jar is actually getting kind of low. This is going to give it a very creamy texture, and vitamin C is high in minerals, especially calcium. So let's get that in there. I want a little bit of Italian spices in here. So I have some oregano. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of oregano. Half a teaspoon of tarragon. If you don't have tarragon, just leave it out. You can leave all these spices out. Sometimes I even put like a little bit of sage in there, which gives it a very interesting flavor. It's really good. And I'm going to put in a half a teaspoon of thyme. Rosemary would be good to add. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to chop my garlic. So when I chop garlic, a lot of people ask me if they can just buy the already chopped garlic in the grocery store, and of course you can. But if you want the medicinal benefits, then you want to use the fresh garlic so that you have the allicin formed. It hasn't been heated or processed or anything. So what I'm going to do, I have the garlic clove that we already smashed. Sometimes it has this little hard piece on the end, so I'm going to cut that little hard piece off, and then I'm going to thinly slice it. And then I'm just going to go back and forth with my knife. Now, what I do, you can see, can't see on both cameras, but I have my hand holding the tip down as I move the other side back and forth, because I want to chop this. It's going in the food processor, so it doesn't have to be chopped as finely. But I'm going back and forth to keep control. This hand is keeping control. When I scrape my cutting board, I always scrape on the dull side. If I scrape with using the sharp side, I'm going to dull my blade. And a dull knife is dangerous because it slides. Okay, so now I'm going to add my garlic into my beans here for my hummus. For those of you who are just joining me live, I am making a hummus video for my YouTube channel. Okay, so now let's blend it up and see if it's the right texture, and I will taste it. If it needs a little more salt and I don't want to add more salt to it, I will add a little bit of apple cider vinegar with the mother instead of adding more salt. Okay, so it looks a little too thick. I don't know if you can see, but it kind of formed a ball there of dough. So this is definitely too thick. I didn't save enough aquafaba, so I can save it. Usually what I do is I strain the can into a measuring glass into this. I forgot to do that today. So I'm going to use water. I could add a little bit of olive oil if I wanted to add a little bit of olive oil. I could add aquafaba. I could add more lemon juice. I could add some apple cider vinegar. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste it and see what flavor it needs first. It's really good. That was so good. It's been a long time since I've had hummus. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. That is really good. Turn it back on, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water as it goes. Okay, so let's see what the texture looks like. Now I have a spatula. I love these little rubber spatulas. This is so beautiful and creamy. Yay, I'm so excited. That is so, it looks perfect. All right, so here's our hummus. Can you see that? Where is my container to put my hummus in? Well, I can put it in here maybe. I'll put it right in here. So one thing I like to do whenever I'm meal prepping is I always have a tape and a Sharpie, a roll of tape and a Sharpie. So this is hummus, and this is going to be for a salad, a green goddess salad that I'm making. So I'm going to put that on here too. Green goddess, so that nobody else comes in and eats it, and then I don't have it for my salad. So, hummus, green goddess. This little thing, this, you may not know it, but this is a fabulous tip. Keep masking tape and a marker with you in your kitchen. You can label your foods. How many times you put something in and said, oh, I know we can still eat this. It's still good. We just put it in here a couple of days ago. But then when you think about it, it was like over a week ago. Don't eat that. So I'll date foods. I usually meal prep on Sunday. So if I meal prepped it, then I can usually, it was Sunday. I made it Sunday. But anytime we put things in there, I like to label it. Otherwise, I don't know what it is. And I like to put a date on it. All right, so here is our hummus. It's so beautiful and creamy and so yummy. This is gonna be fabulous on my salad. I still have a little bit more in there. It's not full, but I'll post a picture of it with my salad when I make it. So here you have it. If you make this recipe, let me know. Please like and share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what else you would like to see and learn. Enjoy!